Hey guys, welcome back to another movie review. So tonight, I just got back from watching Gladiator 2. Now before I start this review, let me go ahead and say this first. I didn't grow up watching the first Gladiator movie, but I watched it a few weeks ago for the first time, and I thought that movie was a masterpiece. And when I found out they were making the Gladiator 2, I was kind of hesitant on it because I didn't think the first Gladiator movie needed a sequel. But when I saw the trailers for this movie, I thought they looked incredible and I got really excited for this movie. And now that I have seen this movie, guys, I can confirm with absolute certainty that I had a good time with it. If you guys were to ask me if I was not entertained, the correct answer would be no, because I was thoroughly entertained from start to finish. Do I think this movie is better than the first Gladiator? No, absolutely not. Do I think this was a nice sequel to the first Gladiator? Yes, absolutely. There are so many things to process here, so let's break down the best and worst parts of the movie. The first positive for this movie is the acting performances. Paul Mescal as Lucius in this movie was really good, and I thought he gave a pretty good performance. Denzel Washington delivered a fantastic performance as the main villain known as Emperor Macrinus. And Denzel just continues to prove that he is one of the greatest working actors of all time. Pedro Pascal was really good in this movie as Marcus Acacius, and even though he does play a small role in this movie, I still thought he was good. Joseph Quinn in this movie as Emperor Geta was great. And he just continues to prove that he's gonna be a rising star one day. And it was really nice seeing the return of Connie Nielsen as Lucilla, and she delivers such a good performance in this movie. Overall, I thought the acting in this movie was great. Another positive for this movie is the action. The action in this movie was brutal and very fun to watch at the same time. Overall, I thought the action in this movie was cool. Another positive for this movie is the set pieces. The set pieces in this movie were just beautiful to look at, especially inside the Roman Colosseum. Overall, I thought all of the set pieces in this movie looked amazing for the most part. Another positive for this movie is the cinematography. The cinematography in this movie was beautiful and it just made everything look so big and grandiose. Overall, I thought the cinematography was fire. And my final positive for this movie is the final 20 minutes. The final 20 minutes of this movie were really good for the most part. Overall, I thought they low-key cooked with the final 20 minutes of this movie. And now let's get into the negatives. The first negative for this movie is that it kind of felt like a rehash of the first film. This movie does kind of repeat the same tropes from the first movie, and I was expecting to see something new and different. Overall, I kind of wish they did something new and different with this movie. Another negative for this movie is the script. The script just felt kind of mediocre. Overall, I wish the script could have been better. And my final negative for this movie is that Paul Mescal's character did not come close to how good Russell Crowe's character was in the first movie. Now don't get it twisted, Paul Mescal was good in this movie, but he just didn't have that same sauce and aura that Russell Crowe had in the first movie. Overall, I still stand by the fact that Russell Crowe solos Paul Mescal. But overall, I had such a good time with watching this in the theaters, and even though I don't think this movie is better than the first, I still thought this was a really nice sequel, and I was thoroughly entertained from start to finish, and the rating I would give for this is a solid 8 out of 10. But anyways, yeah, that's my review of Gladiator 2, and thank you for watching. If you want to see more reviews like this, follow me for more. Peace out.